Hello and welcome to A Gypsy's Kiss, the vlog. I'm Shelley Carney.
And I'm Toby Unit. Stick with us for a couple of seconds and I will tell you where I hid another treasure.
You hid another treasure?
The pirate made me do it.
So tell me about this treasure you hid.
So you remember last weekend I headed up into the mountains to do some trout fishing.
I heard about it.
I got rained out on the third day and had some spare time on my hands and found a nearby bank and acquired some dollar coins, put them in a container, and I hid the container in a cool little spot.
Okay, well, I guess the one we hid before has been found.
It has. Actually, it was found by a couple of guys named Dave and Ed. They were very happy to find it. They were up searching for Fenn's treasure anyway, and they happened to be in the area where we hid it along Clear Creek in the Cimarron Canyon, and they were very excited about it. As a matter of fact, they wrote me an email that I got when I got back into town that they offered to return the treasure to us so that we could hide it again. And I said, no, that's yours. The objective is to get you guys to enjoy the treasure. Not a big one. You're not going to take a trip to Europe, but
right.
Have a good time at McDonald's or Wendy's or something.
Well, do we have that video?
We do. Let's play it.
Okay.
This is Ed and Dave here, and we're attempting to find the Toby and Shelley cache.
Toby, Shelley, thanks for the treat. Appreciate it. We love the vlogs. Hope to see more from you in the near future. Thanks a lot.
Thanks again, and we'll send you an email soon.
Well, congratulations to Dave and Ed, our first treasure finders. We're really glad that you watch our vlog and enjoy it, and we hope that you keep on watching it and share it with your friends.
It was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed it. So we enjoyed it so much that I thought, well, and we had talked about this, let's do it again sometime. And I don't think either of us was actually planning to do it this soon. We had a show planned for this week.
Right.
But the opportunity arose, and I just honestly couldn't help myself. So I hid another treasure.
You hid another treasure. Well, you know what? My mom used to do treasure hunts and scavenger hunts for the kids, and they loved it. And at Christmas time, she would play some sort of game with them where they had to find their gifts, and they like that more than the gifts themselves. So.
I think that's part of it. I think almost everybody of any age enjoys not quite a Goonies style treasure hunt, but certainly any kind of treasure hunt. Let me show you the video.
Okay.
Hey everybody, this is Toby Unit from A Gypsy's Kiss, and I'm about to hide another one of our mini treasures. And as you can see, it's got some dollar coins. And our business card. There's a secret message on the back of the business card that you're going to have to tell me what's on the back of the business card to prove that you got it. So I've got a really great hiding spot here. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what I've got. Okay? Hold on just a sec. Okay? I hope you can see this. It's under this pinon tree, and it's a hollowed out stump. It's just the best hollowed out stump. I'm going to put it in there, and then I'm going to toss some foresty stuff, some detritus on top of it. Okay? Okay? Got it?
Well, that looked like a fun day for you, huh?
It was, but you can see over my shoulder the rain clouds in the background. I mean, they were chasing me all the way down the valley. But again, I found kind of a cool place to hide it. I do want people to know that it's safe. Anybody can go there, and you shouldn't need any rappelling ropes, carabiners, or rafts.
Right.
So There are some characteristics about this treasure that are similar to the last one, but there are some differences. Since since this may not be our last treasure hunt, treasure placement, we're going to start giving them numbers using the Julian calendar. So this one is going to be called, since today is day 270 of the Julian calendar for 2017, this treasure is, from this point forward, will be referred to as number 2017-270. It, again, is a letter substitution cipher, similar to the one that we wrote in the for the last treasure. This time, though, the latitude and longitude are in degrees and minutes with seconds to 3 decimals. And the altitude is in meters. But here's the first little jukey I've thrown into it, and that is...
I don't even know what that word was.
I just made it up.
Okay.
And that is the key to the cipher that I'm about to show you is embedded in 2 consecutive words in Fenn's poem. The other night when I was working all this out, literally like a bolt of lightning from the sky, I got this great idea.
You got this phone call from me that said, hey, how about using a key and use Fenn's poem as the key?
Oh, I do remember that now.
Yeah.
So Shelley's phone call struck me like a bolt of lightning when she recommended that I use the poem for the key.
Yeah, because, it's something that you don't have to go buy a book or anything. Everybody knows the poem or can find it online.
And can find it online, yeah. So 2 consecutive words in Fenn's poem are used for the key for the cipher. Okay? So I'm going to show you the matrix for the cipher. We're going to keep it on the screen for 33 seconds. So you can stop it if you want to copy it down. Okay, ready? Here we go.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to grow up to be Carol Merrill.
Yeah. You'd have done a good Carol Merrill. Yeah. So that's the matrix cipher. 2 consecutive words in Fenn's poem will help you get there. When you decipher it, after going through that, what's going to happen is you're going to be in a location, and you go to that location, you're going to be in a location that's within 1 mile radius of the poem. Uh-huh. So you're not, unlike the last time, I haven't given you the exact coordinates. So you're going to decode the matrix to get the exact coordinates. Now, at that point, you will know, generally speaking, where the treasure is located. Did I say the poem? I meant the treasure. I meant the treasure.
Oh, I don't know what you said. I wasn't listening.
So you'll be within a mile of where the treasure is located. If you decide that you want to go look for that treasure, go further look for that treasure, the rest of the clues are behind a jot form that will require a payment of $1. Now, we don't think that's a lot of money, but what we would like to do is continue hiding treasures, and we'd like to fund it. So for every $1 that's contributed to our treasure kitty,
Meow.
the treasure kitties come back to haunt us, doesn't it? So for every $1 that's put into our treasure kitty, we'll match it. I will match it with $1, and we'll use that money to travel and put money into more treasure containers and hide them for you. And eventually, we plan to hide one. I know this sounds kind of crazy. I mean, if all we make is $6, well, my dream is shot down. But eventually, what I'd like to do is hide at least 1 container in every state every year for the rest of my life. Ooh. However long that is, huh?
That's a lot of traveling.
And then just put progressively more money so that we can continue to do this.
So the more money you put in, the more money goes into the treasure
kitty
for you to find.
Yeah. So if you decide you want to pursue it, if you decide that it's within range of what you want to do,
or you
and
just
you want to pursue
have the fun of knowing where the treasure is.
True. You could do that too.
Yeah.
We only ask that if you decide to do that and armchair it, please don't share the other clues with anyone else. Let them figure it out on their own, and let them get to those clues on their own. So it's on a jot form. I will put a link in the description box below, so you can click right to it. We use PayPal as the payment processing, so it's protected, and none of your financial information is shared with us. So, of course, with all treasure hunts, there is a warning.
Just like Forrest Fenn, he tells us, don't go where a 79 or 80-year-old man wouldn't go carrying a 40-pound box. Just keep in mind, Toby hid this on his own. He's not going to take any undue risks.
Because I was alone.
Had he taken his grandchildren, toddlers, with him, they would have been fine and they'd have had a good time too.
Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of what we're recommending. Go out, enjoy yourself. You're not going to have to rappel. You're not going to have to cross water. You're not going to have to buy a raft at Walmart. You're not going to have to do any of those things. It's effectively a simple hike. Right, but again, the clues will be presented to you after you go to a jot form. Pay $1, you'll be directed to a page with the clues on it. Okay. So we do have a couple of hints aside from the video that you've already seen. There is a photograph on in one of our most recent blog posts of the actual stump in which I hid the treasure. Not that it's going to help you. I've eliminated all the metadata from it, so you can't actually get the geographic coordinates from that. And then, in addition to that, I didn't think about this until last night, but I realized that I had written a blog post. I had made a blog post in the first half of 2017 that has a pretty serious clue in it, so you're going to have to dig that out as well.
Okay. And that's, just more fun and helps you with that treasure finding.
Yeah.
So you can hone your skills. And as you hone your skills and get better at finding simpler treasures, then maybe you'll work your way up to finding Fenn's treasure.
Which reminds me, after we hid this last treasure up in Cimarron Canyon, so we hid it along Clear Creek, near the confluence of Clear Creek and Cimarron Canyon, in a tree that basically in the base of a tree, in the niche of a base of a tree that was just the other side of a trail, a normal foot trail. So we were about 50 feet from the road. As a matter of fact, we had to keep waiting while traffic was going by because the traffic was being picked up by the camera. So we were 50 feet from the road. We were right next to a trail, and when we were driving back, Shelley had kind of this interesting reaction.
Oh, well, I just thought, when we first got there, this is too close to the road and a trail. Somebody's going to trip over this. It's going to be so easy to find. Well, then we thought, but we'll be giving a lot of clues
we give them
and
the
pictures,
exact location.
so it's
yeah.
going to be super easy to find.
Yeah.
But once we put it under the tree and put the rocks around it and the detritus and the foresty stuff on top, it disappeared. We couldn't have imagined that it was there. And then as we drove by that spot a couple of more times during our trip, we would look every time, and no, you couldn't really see where it was unless you knew exactly where it was.
And that's why the giving you the exact location. This time we're not giving you the exact location, and there are clues. And in addition to that, I've got a special surprise for you when you actually take a look at the clues, if that's what you decide to do.
Okay.
So
next week, trilateralization. That's sort of what we promised to talk about last time.
This week, but Pirate made me do it.
Pirate made you do it. So, trilateralization, tell us about that a little bit.
So when I was on our last recon up in Cimarron, we were going up another valley towards what we thought was where Water's High was, and we were heading in that direction. And suddenly, like a bolt of lightning, it just hit me. I thought to myself, wow, this is a really different way of looking at what Fenn has been telling us to do.
Did that bolt of lightning come right after I told you about it? Because this was my idea.
This was your idea too?
Yeah. When we were reconning up at Cimarron, and
That was when I was worried about not having brought the bear spray.
Yeah, I think your mind was preoccupied. Maybe if it wasn't, you would have come up with this idea on your own.
Okay, so Shelley brings this bolt of lightning idea down to the ground as we're up in that canyon, and it literally was bolt of lightning, eye-opening. I thought to myself, that is really amazing. I mean, what if we did look at the treasure poem in that way? And so we have a show on it. I was going to call it triangulation, but it's not triangulation. It's trilateralization, and I should have been familiar with the term since I used it when I was in the Army Security Agency. So we're going to talk about that next week.
Was that your whole idea as well? There was the bolt of lightning hitting you with a
trilateralization?
Yeah, the whole thing.
No. Actually, that's the term that's used to describe that. And I couldn't remember it. The bolt of lightning in this case was a subscriber who reminded me of what the word was.
Well,
So,
and we thank you for your comments.
thank you. Okay, a couple of reminders.
Yes. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, and we have some great bonus features coming up for when we hit 1,000, right?
Well, some of them we might do to get us to 1,000. So the week after trilateralization, what we're going to do is we're going to do a live stream Q&A, Fenn Treasure Q&A. And if you can't be there, so it's going to be Tuesday after next,
October
because we
10th.
get together. It's not going to be a Wednesday. It's October 10th?
It's October 10th.
Oh, well, hang on to that thought for just a minute. Let me just finish this. So it's going to be Tuesday after next, October 10th, because those are the days we actually get together to shoot the show. We're going to do it at noon, Mountain Daylight Time. We selected that time because it was arbitrarily good and bad. We can't make everybody happy. But there will be a recording of that event posted to YouTube. YouTube, whenever you do a live stream, it actually processes it and turns it into a YouTube video. If you can't be there, but you would like to have a question answered, send that question in an email to a Gypsy's Kiss at gmail.com. A Gypsy's Kiss at gmail.com. And we'll try to get it on the show depending on how many people actually show up. Because what I'd like to do is answer the questions of the subscribers that show up on that day.
And it'll be a good opportunity to practice our live streaming for when we go to Santa Fe at the Collected Works Bookshop on
November 2nd.
November 2nd.
For the Forrest Fenn book signing event. We'll be live streaming, and Forrest has asked us to live stream that event on November 2nd. The event is supposed to start at 6 p.m. We'll probably get there early and set up, maybe get some camera time for Shelley before it actually starts, maybe even get a conversation with Forrest. But we'll live stream the entire event from there. And again, YouTube, when you use YouTube to live stream, they actually process the live stream and turn it into a recording. So even if you can't be there that night in person and you can't watch the live stream, you'll be able to see the video after it is processed and made available online.
All right. So October 10th.
Oh, October 10th. So October 10th is Shelley's birthday.
Yay.
She'll be 29,
Woohoo.
and we're going to celebrate. And so I think maybe what we'll do on October 10th for that live stream show, if we make 1,000 subscribers, I will buy us a birthday cake, combination birthday cake and 1,000 subscriber cake.
Yeah.
And it'll have the 1,000.
Because that's 10
Candles.
00. That's
Yeah.
It's almost like 1010.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So let's do that. If we get to 10,010 subscribers, get it? October 10th? If we get to 10,010 subscribers, I will buy a 10,010 subscriber cake for us to celebrate Shelley's birthday and achieving 10,010 subscribers.
I don't know what that means. 10,010.
Oh, I meant 1,010. Excuse me. 1,010.
1,010.
1,010 subscribers. If we get to 1,010 subscribers, I'll buy the cake and we'll celebrate Shelley's birthday and getting to 1,010 subscribers on Shelley's birthday, 10/10.
Whew.
Wow.
Also, bonus for our 1,000 subscriber, we're going to make an extra video where we're going to read our fan mail. So make sure you're leaving comments below and send us your most interesting fan mail to read.
So here I'm having a big problem with this because for Shelley it's fan mail. For me, it's
not quite hate mail, but generally speaking, I'd call it mean tweets. So, yeah, well,
Poor Toby.
life is rough.
So,
And if you want to send Shelley a seashell,
she sells seashells.
if you want to send Shelley a birthday card, our snail mail address is at the bottom of the description box below. So if you'd like to say happy birthday for Shelley on her 29th birthday on October 10th, please do.
Yay. Thank you.
Okay, wow, that was a lot to get out in such a
It
short
was
time.
a lot to get out.
Yeah.
It was a lot of extras. So that's coming up. Thank you so much for subscribing and for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments about the treasure hunt that we talked about today, be sure to put them in the comments box below. And for Gypsy's Kiss the Vlog, I'm Shelley Carney.
And I'm Toby Younis. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.